Subscribe, follow, like, share. Last Bell Boxing. These guys give you all the exclusives, and next time I get my fight date, it's going to be exclusive on here as well. So make sure you give them all a follow.
Hello, welcome to this special edition of Last Bell Boxing. There's only one person to start with, world champion trainer Daz Medcalf. How are you going, Daz?
All right, mate. All right.
Congratulations on that. I've not spoken to you online since, so congratulations on the performance. Second leg, Brett from Canada. No, cheers. How you going, Brett?
I'm doing well, mate. Thanks. Thanks, pal.
Beautiful background. And last but no way least, not quite as good a background as Brett, Sean, but I'm sure Brighton has its moments.
Yeah, mate, look out, I'm not in a cell, don't worry. I'm a good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you. So thank you all for joining. So the topic for the video tonight is Anthony Joshua's next move. So obviously he's been flirting with Jake Paul, and that doesn't seem to have come off. So this is just a prediction show, really, regarding where we think he's going to go next. So I'm going to go to Daz first. So Daz, what's happening with Joshua, and where do you think he's going to end up going next?
Mate, I don't know. To be fair, I think it's a bit of an awkward one for him. I think he's in a bit of an awkward position. I never thought the Jake Paul fight had happened, to be honest. Look, I mean, who do we put him in with? You know, it is a little bit of a tough one, to be fair. I mean, I can see the Fury fight happening, if I'm honest. If I'm totally honest, I think maybe that's where he goes. I can't really see anywhere else that he goes. What you know?
He's not going to jump straight. He's not going to jump straight. He's not going to jump straight in with Tyson. Surely, does you have a tune-up in there?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, if he has a tune-up, it's going to be a pretty much a knockover opponent, because if Fury gets made, I don't think they're going to do anything to risk that. So it'll be a pretty straightforward run out, I think, for him. You know, it's probably going to be against that. But I think barring that easy run out, I can see the Fury fight happening.
Been out the ring for nearly a year, Daz. That's no good either, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, you know, he's getting on a little bit. He's advancing in years. It depends. I don't know, mate. What ambition has he got left? You know, what does he want to make mega money before he rides off into sunset? You know, we don't know. I'm putting my money that he probably wants to, you know, make a little bit more money and probably cash out with the Fury fight. I mean, even though there's probably not going to be an heavyweight title on it, it's probably a case of, you know, maybe. I know he lost to Dubois, but you know, would he want to avenge that? That's another possible option. But I think offered either one of those fights, I think he's going to take the Fury fight, to be fair.
Okay, thanks, Daz. Sean, coming to you. I'll leave the AJ fanboy till last, clearly. So, same question to you then, Sean. What do you think's happening with AJ camp, and where do you think he goes next?
Yeah, I mean, presumably he's going to stick with Ben Davison. I've seen rumblings that potentially could be changing trainers again. Don't know what was going on with Dominic Ingle. I think they had a bit of a back and forth, those two. I don't really know an answer to your question. I know that's not the purpose of this video, but it's all up in the air with him, really, isn't it? I mean, it looked like he was flirting with Paul, as you say. We've had the Tony Yoka rumours. I could see, I could see the Dubai rematch. I think we want to put that fight right. I know he wouldn't get a world title, but I think, Tony Sims with Dubai, that could be a decent fight for AJ to take, give him a bit of confidence. But before the Fury fight, I think that's the end game for him, really. That's the only logical fight for him to end on, I guess. So, be interesting to see. I mean, Andy Ruiz, someone like that, would he want to fight him again? There's so many sort of names that he could fight. It's just a case of if he's up for it and if the fire's in his belly to have another run, which it appears it is.
Okay, thank you very much. Brett, coming to you, same questions to you. So, where is AJ? Obviously, you follow him a bit closer than all those lot, but I won't dwell on that point. Who do you think he's going to jump in with?
Yeah, look, all I can say is the whole situation is extremely strange. In terms of where he goes next, it'll all be down to the fact of like what Dad says. Does he want legacy? Has he earned enough money, or does he want to make a load of dough? I think he wants to make a load of dough, mate, and I don't think, because from following his social media and stuff like that, he watches a lot of these old school gangster programs where they talk about earning money and securing their families, and he's a bit of a weird character. Let's have it right. Joshua is a bit of a weird character.
Yeah, he's got to have done that though, Ante. He must have generational wealth with the sort of dough
Well, he's flying all over the world with his own private jet now, right? That's not cheap. I know that's not going to dent his balance, and he's probably got a load of businesses. But I genuinely feel like, because he watches Scarface and things like that, he wants to literally have a vault of millions and millions of pounds, because I can't see him taking on Dubois. I can't see him on Yoka possibly for a run out, because all of these fights are too risky for that big Fury bag.
Yeah.
Because if he gets knocked out again, he just physically can't. I mean, if he struggles through on a points decision, he'd probably still get the. But if he gets knocked out, if his punch resistance has gone, it's way too risky for him right now. But at the same time, as being a fan of his and staying true to it, I don't want to write the guy off. Did he do that? Me and you've all banter aside. Me and you have spoke about it at length. Yeah. Was it a bad night at the office against Dubois? Did he make Dubois look better than he actually is? And he make Dubois look a world beater because he didn't put his hands up, got the game plan wrong potentially. But I don't mind him having a run out, but for me, it's going to be very risky if he takes anybody inside the top 10.
Okay. So one last question to finish the video off to all you. I'll start with you, Darren. If you had to map AJ's next two fights out, and obviously the last one's going to be AJ, I'm assuming, who would you throw him in with for that warm-up, Daz?
I think Yoke is a decent shot, as Brett's just said. But you want somebody who's not gonna box in. We can have that. There's a lot of banana skins. Listen, Dillian White is saying he wants to carry on. Would that make? Listen, I think it's an awful fight, but
he can't go there. He can't go there, Daz. Because the reason why he can't go there is because he probably can't do what Toma did to him. So AJ's got too much of an ego to have comparison.
There's a narrative, though, Brett, isn't there? There's a narrative.
There is, and it's probably. I mean, who else do you pick for him?
Joe Joyce. What about Joe Joyce?
Possibly, yeah, but you've got both of them are shot worn, Joyce and White. Probably White's a bit more shot worn than Joyce. I'll pretty much go with either White or Joyce than Fury.
Okay. Sean, same question to you. You got £1 left in your pocket. You've got a 2-fight mapping out. Obviously, Fury's the last one. Who's the one before?
Yeah, like Daz just said, a White or Joyce is perfectly logical. I think, sounds a bit strange, but I could see a real left field fight. Maybe David Adelaide, someone like that.
What about Bicoli in Nigeria?
Yeah, I mean that's a big fight for them over there. But as has been said, he wouldn't want to risk that potentially, and in case he loses with the Fury fight on the horizon. Although we know with Bicoli, it depends if he comes in at 30 stone or generally how he should do. But I've got a feeling it'll be a left field fight. A bit like when he fought Otto Wallin that time when the Dylan White fight fell through. I just think it'd be someone for him to put on a show, put a display on it to say, hey, I've still got something, and get people wet again for the Fury fight.
Okay, and Brett, coming to you, same question, fella.
Yeah, I mean, do another question back, mate, if you don't mind. It's like, don't we think it's strange? Don't we think his movement has been strange? He's not. Even Eddie's not talking about who he's going to fight. Like it's all very strange.
It was a bad look with the look with Jake Paul, wasn't it, Brett? It was a bad look that was.
Yeah. Both AJ and Eddie got excited about that one because they know he doesn't even have to have a training camp for that one. So for me, honestly, mate, I'll take all the pelters all day long for being a fanboy. I think something's not right. I genuinely do. And maybe it literally is sit him on his sofa and then say to him, right, you've got 10 weeks, you've got Fury for your big cash out. And then at that point, I think as much as I've always backed AJ going into it, the vibes I'm getting now is that Fury walks through him. Yeah. I really do, because it's just the movements are strange. So to answer your actual finishing question, where does he go next? I think it's what the lads have said. It has to be somebody that's a relevant name that we can say, oh, okay. It can't be some guy from Croatia that's got an undefeated record. It's got to be a name. It's got to have commercial value because AJ don't go on the cheap, and it's got to put him back on the map again. It's got to have him like the Wallin performance, like what he did to Ngannou when we all got excited again. The old AJ's back. So for me, I honestly think it's extremely strange, and my gut says he's sitting there waiting for Eddie to say, okay, Fury's finally committed now. He wants it now. Let's get it signed.
Okay. Cheers, Daz. Cheers, Sean. Cheers, Brett. That's all our views on all things Anthony Joshua. Post your comments below. We've had some great interaction lately as north as Scotland and as south as Devon. So full coverage of the UK. So like, comment, subscribe. This has been Last Ball Boxing, proudly sponsored by Shore Building Services and SC Travel. See you on the next video. Cheers, boys.